So we are getting a new trailer for Black Ops 6 multiplayer. It's kind of like the reveal for multiplayer tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be covering that on the channel. I will just barely be able to get in a video before I leave for Call of Duty next. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel and have notifications on. However, this video, what I'm going to be doing is going over everything that we know about Black Ops 6 multiplayer, and it's just so you guys can kind of use this as your North Star for all of the information, because we're going to get way less information than this video within the reveal trailer tomorrow. So anything else that we learn tomorrow, that is what I will be covering tomorrow. Everything else, everything that we know from all of the perks, weapons, maps, everything in between, new movement, new mechanics is going to be in this video. So you'll kind of know everything going into that trailer. That way, everything else moving forward will be new and exciting and we can know what is going on. So without further ado, let's start out by talking about the big thing. I think is the biggest thing for Black Ops 6 multiplayer. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is Omni movement. I've talked about it a lot on the channel, so I'll try to cover it quickly. This is going to be the new movement style and movement mechanics within Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Essentially, take everything that you know about Call of Duty and be able to do it in every single direction. So you want to sprint backwards, you no longer have to turn around and sprint the other way. You can quite literally sprint backwards, sprint to the side, dive backwards, dive to the side, slide backwards, and slide to the side. This should speed up the gameplay of Black Ops 6 quite drastically, and I'm guessing at launch there's going to be quite a few exploits with this, so it's going to take a little bit to get honed in, and especially a little bit to get used to it. One thing that was shown over the past little while is the user interface updates. There's going to be many changes to the user interface to make it more, well, user-friendly. I still don't think it is the perfect use of it, and on top of this, one thing that we're going to see at Call of Duty next is how the Create a Class and Gunsmith is going to change on top of just the main Call of Duty HQ, like we've seen over the past couple of days. Of course, one of the biggest things that we know is returning is the classic prestige system. Now, just like in present games, this is going to be continuous over zombies, multiplayer, and Warzone. However, there's going to be prestiges. So when you hit that max level, which I believe is 55, you can then prestige. This resets all of your unlocks and you have to do it all over again 10 times. Now, you don't have to do this, but there is going to be rewards for doing so and hitting that master prestige at 10. And apparently there's like going to be at least 1,000 levels in that master prestige. I think this is awesome. And again, this is the same within multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone. This brings us to Create a Class. Now, again, this is going to be something we get a deeper look at Call of Duty next, and I'm sure I'll have some videos on the channel about it, but the simple way that it'll work is you have a primary weapon and a secondary weapon. You also have a dedicated melee slot, which will be different in this game. You have your tactical, lethal, and field upgrade. Then you have 3 perks and a wild card. The one difference is there's also something new in this game called combat specialties, in which if you use all blue, green, or red perks, it will give you a bonus perk. So for example, if you use all red perks, it's going to give you a combat specialty where when you get a kill, you get a bonus to speed and health regeneration, so you can move around the map and get more kills more quickly. If you're using all blue perks, when you spawn in, it's going to ping all the enemies that are around you and you can quite literally see them through walls. Now moving into the actual perk slots themselves, these have been leaked. So in perk 1, we have Assassin, which actually highlights people who are on kill streaks and you get bonus points upon killing them. Scavenger, Bruiser, which improves your melee, Ninja, Ghost, Flak Jacket, and Tac Mask. I feel like most of those are pretty self-explanatory. In perk 2, we have Dexterity, Gung Ho, Tracker, Engineer, Forward Intel, Dispatcher, and Fast Hands. So a couple of interesting ones there. First of all, Tracker shows enemy footsteps when they are nearby, but on top of that, it auto pings enemies when you look at them. Forward Intel improves the size of your mini map, and also if you call in a UAV, it'll show the direction that players are facing, which is pretty powerful. And finally, Dispatcher, this one decreases the score needed for non-lethal kill streaks. I feel like the rest of them are relatively straightforward. So for perk 3, we have Double Time, allows you to move faster. Bankroll starts you out with 150 score. Vigilance, which is actually going to counteract another thing that we're going to talk about, a field upgrade, which is Double Agent. Cold-Blooded, we know what that is. Quartermaster, we kind of know what that is as well. Gearhead, this one allows you to double stock your field upgrades as well as earn them faster. And finally, Guardian, this one gives you more health when you are attacking an objective or defending an objective. Then we have our field upgrades. So these are the ones I believe that will be in the beta. We have Assault Pack. We know what that is. Trophy System. We know what that is. Acoustic Amp actually makes enemy footsteps louder for a limited time. Sleeper Agent, which quite literally disguises you as an enemy so they appear that you would appear as a friendly to them, seems very overpowered. And finally, Neurogas. This is a mine that spits out gas that actually makes your enemies trip out. Not sure how that one's going to work as of yet. So then we have maps, and some of these appear to be in the beta, and some of these appear to be coming at launch, and then other ones are leaked maps for future remastered maps. So I'm going to go over these quickly. I have a video going over all of these maps alone. I will link that down in the description, which will show more gameplay. But as far as what we have here, we have 16 total maps coming at launch, 12 normal size 6v6 maps, and 4 strike maps. These are smaller maps that you can play on 6v6 or 2v2. So first of all, the maps that'll be in the beta, we have the Train Graveyard, aka Derelict. We have the Strip Mall, aka Rewind. This is the one that kind of takes place in Liberty Falls. We have Radar, aka Scud. We have Skyline, which is kind of like the High Roller Mansion. We have Island, which is Protocol, and we have Babylon. For strike maps, the ones that are in the beta are the Vorkuta Mine, aka Pit. We have Stakeout, which is a very, very small map that takes place in a stakeout building, and Gala, which is based off of the Gala campaign mission that we recently saw. The other maps that will be coming at launch include Red Card, Canals, Pillage, Stealth, Vorkuta, a 6v6 map, and Nuketown. Now, we don't know whether Nuketown is going to be a strike map, whether it is going to be coming at launch or the beginning of Season 1. The other strike map that we have, however, is called Catacomb. Now, future remastered maps that we have are Dig from Call of Duty World at War, one called Russian Base, we don't know what that is. We have one that looks to be Yemen from Black Ops 2, Hacienda from Black Ops 4, Firing Range from Black Ops 1, and finally Veiled. We don't know what that one is. But those are all of the maps that we know and have been leaked to be coming to the game. Now let's talk a little bit about Warzone, because there's a couple different things that we know already with this. First of all, the Black Ops 6 game itself will not have any of the Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3 weapons in it. However, Warzone will. And it appears as though Warzone and Black Ops 6 will not be implemented together until Season 1 is actually released, which is generally about 1 month after the launch of the game. Then everything will be together, but at launch, Black Ops 6 will be a separate game than Warzone. I'm not sure how prestiging and leveling will work between the two at that point. We also know about a new map coming within Warzone Season 1, I would assume, and that is Area 99, a resurgence map made by Treyarch, which should be around the same size of Rebirth or something along those lines. A couple other small things that we have is number one, the return of theater mode. Now, from everything that we are hearing, theater mode will only be working in multiplayer. So in other words, theater mode will not be in Warzone or Zombies, at least at launch that we know of. On top of that, we are also going to have customizable UIs. So we are able to change how our UI looks, where the minimap is located on your screen, or where the score for the game or bullets or things like that are located. The other thing is weapon slicing. So this is something small, but as you work your way around corners, your weapon will kind of tilt with you as you look around said corners, making it easier to kind of peek these corners. We don't know exactly how this will affect gameplay, but it's definitely going to change something to be the very least. Up next, we have weapons. So these are the weapons that have been confirmed. When we get a better look at all of these at Call of Duty Next, I will definitely show you guys these. So again, make sure you're subscribed and have notifications on. But as far as the weapons go, we have the Ames 85, which is an assault rifle, the Jackal PDW, which is an SMG, the XM4 assault rifle, the Marine SP shotgun, the Compact 92 SMG, the 9mm PM handgun, the LR 7.62 sniper, the combat knife, obviously a melee weapon, the AK-74 assault rifle, the AEK assault rifle, the C9, which is an MP5 style SMG, the FAMAE SAF, which is an SMG, the SR3 Vicker, which is another SMG, the XMG, which is an LMG, KSP-85 LMG, the SWAT 556 marksman rifle, the SIG 550 marksman rifle, the DM10 marksman rifle, and then the GS45 USP, which is of course a pistol. Now, these are not the only weapons, because in the Zombies reveal, we also saw some other weapons, one of which I'm really excited about is the AS Val, the CETME Model L, which is an assault rifle, the Tonto 22 SMG, the PP90 M1 SMG, the USAS 12 shotgun, the SVD sniper rifle, the Dragunov, and finally the Grendel P30 pistol. So again, these are not all of the weapons coming at launch, just the ones that we have seen or have been confirmed so far. So the final thing that we have that got leaked was the score streaks. Now I believe that these are going to be all the score streaks in the beta, but not in the final game. They include the Scout Pulse at 400 score. We have the RCXD at 450 score, the UAV at 675, which is actually pretty high, the counter UAV at 700, the Watchdog Helo at 1100, the Hellstorm missile at 1200, which again seems pretty high for it, interceptors at 1250, and finally the Chopper Gunner at 1600. So that pretty much summarizes everything multiplayer wise that we know so far. We're going to be getting more information over the coming days and weeks, so make sure you stay tuned for the channel. But up until now, this is everything that you need to know about multiplayer. If you enjoyed the video, it helped you get filled in on Black Ops 6, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, turn notifications on, let me know what you're thinking down in the comments, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're making